If the pilots up front had known who sat behind them, the cockpit would have gone very, very quiet. A fresh start. One more step away from a life that had taken everything and given nothing back. Evan smiled despite himself. She had his eyes and her mother's stubbornness. She also had nightmares about loud noises, about people leaving, about the day uniforms came to the door. But something about the flight number tugged at one of them, a veteran with thousands of hours logged. But fate wasn't finished. A new voice crackled over the cabin speakers, not the captain this time. It was calm, authoritative, and unmistakably military. Commercial Flight 729, this is Titan Flight. Do you read? A tired man holding a little girl. No medals, no uniform, just a father. Titan 1, the military voice said again, this time unmistakably directed. If you can hear us, we need your eyes. Evan felt every single gaze in the cabin swing toward him. The man in the blazer's mouth fell open in disbelief. Flight attendant froze mid-step, her hand suspended in the air. Evan didn't move. He looked down at Mia, who was watching him with quiet certainty, as if she'd always known this moment would come. "Daddy," she whispered, her voice filled not with fear, but with a question. "Are you going to help them?" His heart pounded in his chest. He had buried that part of himself for her. For peace. For survival. But sometimes the things you are don't stay buried when they're needed. He lifted his head, his gaze steady. "This is Titan 1, he said, his voice quiet but carrying farther than he expected. "Go ahead." A collective gasp swept through the cabin. The situation unfolded quickly. "Still scared?" he asked her. She shook her head, her eyes shining. "No, because you came home." When the plane landed, the captain personally came to their row. He knelt down to Mia's level. "Your dad's a hero," he said gently. Evan shook his head. "I'm just her father." As they walked through the terminal, Evan felt lighter than he had in years. Not because the past had returned, but because it had finally made peace with the present. He didn't need the sky to define him anymore. He had something much stronger holding his hand. And somewhere high above, 2 F-22 pilots flew on, smiling behind their visors, knowing that legends don't disappear. Sometimes they simply choose love and answer the call only when it truly matters. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.